All right, shalom, shalom. I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High and the proper names in the Paleo Hebrew tongue. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash Ma'amath. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly and willingly called God or Jehovah. Bahashem means in the name of. Yahweh Shai means he who delivers, who the world ignorantly and willingly called JC today. I want to give a double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well, and another double honor to my elder as well, Ahara One, being Yasha'Allah of the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the 144,000 hopeful elect pushing this truth across the four winds, and to the one-third remnant believers in Yahweh Shem Yahshua, Shalom, Shalom. It's going to be a quick lesson put together through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and I pray that it be edifying. I'm going to start off with this quick TikTok video. Damn. Man, it went away. It's all good. I already sent it to my people. Comment.
When I heard Sauce Walker get out that car, and said this car flipped 7 times and I'm untouched and
thank the universe.
I don't know how I do it every time, but I come out untouched, unscathed, unblemished. You know what I'm saying? It's the God I am.
And he said, because I'm a God on earth and I want to thank the universe.
I want to say thank you to the universe, thank you to the stars, thank you to everything in this universe that brought me out through this situation safe, because I could have lost my life. I've been living wild for a long ass time.
I unplugged from that nigga spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and everything. I wouldn't do a motherfucking thing with this nigga, homie. For a nigga to thank the universe, the earth, Mother Nature, and claim that you the God on earth, nigga, that shit sounded, man, that was some wild shit to me. When I heard Sauce Walker get out that car, and said this car flipped.
Yeah, it's funny because when videos like this come, I send them to, we send videos back and forth. I be on here looking for lessons, and looking up folly too. Looking for a good laugh, and I send it to my people, and you seen the phone chimed in. It says, and I got the phone on Do Not Disturb, so messages not even supposed to be able to come through. He said, man, this nigga here confused as fuck. He lost. And the person that just sent that, he himself, he hate when I talk about, the truth. The person that just replied to the message. He don't like when, every time we talk, I constantly blitzing his ass, blitzing him with the truth. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Your son gonna die. I'm telling him straight up. Your son gonna die. You see what I'm saying? I love your son, so I'm telling you this because I need you to, you know what I'm saying? And he basically just replied back and said that nigga confused because he was starting to get it, because for the longest he didn't want to hear it. He hated everything to the judgment. His father, a Hebrew that come to the camp, because that was my best friend in the world. His father started coming to the camp. You see what I'm saying? The Lions Den. But I'm going to play the video one more time.
7 times, and I'm untouched, and
thank the universe.
I don't know how I do it every time, but I come out untouched, unscathed, unblemished. You know what I'm saying? It's the God I am.
And he said, because I'm a God on earth, and I want to thank the universe.
I want to say thank you to the universe, thank you to the stars, thank you to everything in this universe that brought me out through this situation safe, because I could have lost my life. I've been living wild for a long ass time.
I unplugged from that nigga spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and everything. I wouldn't do a motherfucking thing with this nigga, homie. For a nigga to thank the universe, the earth, Mother Nature, and claim that you the God on earth, nigga, that shit sounded, man, that was some wild shit to me.
And kind, man. And that's a lot of our people. That's a lot of our people, man. They don't trust in the Lord. They don't believe in, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They believe that they the gods because the Lord blessed them on this earth. You know, the Lord have gave them power, on this side. They received their consolation on this side. So, with that power that the Lord gave them, they think that they somebody, basically. And this is the book of Psalms, chapter 14, in verse 1. And it says, a Psalm of David. It says, the fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. It's all right, man. The fool said in his heart, it ain't no power. They love to think the universe. A nigga sit right here and talk about how you gotta align your chakras to be a god on earth. You see what I'm saying? I saw a video on TikTok, and it was basically this man. He was boasting, and he was basically saying, yeah, I'm the God, this and that. He was talking, and he had a big old poster behind him. He said, I'm a God. There's nobody in the universe more powerful than me. The Lord made all that shit that was behind him fall on him. It was a big ass wall. The Lord made the wind was blowing so hard. The Lord made all of it fall on him. And I saved it. I sent it to somebody. Said, all right, I'm gonna do a lesson on this later, or whatever the case may be. I woke up, it was gone. I said, man, for now, when the Lord send me a video, I gotta do it right there. Right then and there, because I let it. When I woke up, I let it go when it took a nap. I said, all right, when I wake up, I'm gonna do this lesson. Woke up, TikTok deleted the video. I was like, man, damn, man, that was a good video. And then I end up ain't having a video. I was scrolling trying to look for a video. But long story short, man, he thought that he was God. He was boasting against the Lord, and the Lord, sent a strong gust of wind and made the whole wall, the whole platform, the whole background, fall on his head. And I don't know if he was unalived or whatever case may be, but that's just the power of the Lord. Psalms 14:1, the fool hath said in his heart, there is no power. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. The Lord looketh down from heaven upon the children of man to see if there were any that did understand and seek Yahweh. They all are gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. So right, verse 4, have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread and call not upon the Lord, right? And that's ultimately talking about the heathen that eat up the Lord people. But the Lord people, which are called by his name, if they was to humble themselves, pray and seek his face, none of these things would happen to us. You see what I'm saying? But ultimately, you see judgment go forth, to our people day in and day out, because ultimately they're not humble. They get money, get riches, get power on their side, and a nigga say, I'm him. That would come out their mouth. I'm him. I used to listen to a lot of Kevin Gates growing up, but the nigga just dead ass blasphemous. I heard his latest song that he dropped. Nigga said, yeah, me and my disciples. Said something about I'm walking with my disciples. They in the Bible. Basically, always in the song talk about how he the Messiah. You see what I'm saying? Just blasphemous shit. You see what I'm saying? If we was to be lifted up or have hella fake money on this side, we not gonna get too prideful to where we feel like we don't need the Lord. Me personally, if I was to just come up and just get extra rich on this side, I'm gonna still be humble, still be with my be around my brothers and be humble, man. I'm like, all right, man, we're gonna spend this shit together. I ain't taking the chip. We ain't taking the chip, so shit, might as well spend this shit. Ain't no sense of trying to, hoard it up. But our people, they get money and power, so they ultimately they just start to feel like they God. You see what I'm saying? Then run and thank the universe, thank their chakras and the line. You know what I'm saying? All type of say that I manifested for this. You see what I'm saying? They all corrupt, man. They go on the side. They as soon as they get something, asking and begging the Lord, you hear the earlier albums, how they talk about how I asked God for a blessing and I worked hard for this, and then once they get the blessing, they run right to Esau's table. You know what I'm saying? And just become niggards. You see what I'm saying? Unfruitful. But this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13 and verse 1. It says, surely vain are all men by nature who are ignorant of Yahweh, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is. Neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster, but deemed either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the stars or the violent water or the lights of heaven to be gods which govern the world. So right, man, they look at the creation and they worship the creation. And I got a lot of family members that's on that type of time. Thank you to the universe. The universe, I manifested and I put this in the universe and I got back my answer. You see what I'm saying? But Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, he created the heavens. He made the universe. He created the earth. You see what I'm saying? He said that the earth is as a small speck of dirt to him. A small speck of sand. You see what I'm saying? And he got a lot of it out there. You see what I'm saying? But that just shows that, you know, that leanness that went into our people's soul. You know, it says verse 2 again, but deem either fire or wind or swift air or the circle of the stars or the violent water or the lights of heaven to be the powers which govern the world, with whose beauty, if they being delighted, took them to be gods, let them know how much better the Lord of them is, for the first author of beauty had created them. So right, the first author of beauty being Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Yahweh created Yahweh Shah to create all these things. You see what I'm saying? He the Lord over these things. So and you know, you could look up into the Shemayims and you could see the creation, the work of the Lord's hand. You know, when we look up, I look up, every day in amazement on what stars in the sky. See if I'm gonna see a chariot today, or whatever case may be. We ain't looking up to worship these things. We just looking up to see if we're gonna see our power today. If we're gonna see the Lord today, the Lord gonna send us an angel, a chariot. You see what I'm saying? But we're not worshiping the heavens. The scriptures tell us, Jeremiah chapter 10, it says, I forgot what it says, but it's Jeremiah chapter 10 and probably verse 2. Be not dismayed at the stars or the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. You see what I'm saying? So we not gonna worship or be astonished by, things that the Lord created to a certain extent. We just gonna enjoy the beauty of it like a piece of art. You see what I'm saying? We're just gonna enjoy it as art and know that our Father created our big brother to make it. You see what I'm saying? Verse 4, it says, but they were astonished at their power and virtue. Let them understand by them how much mightier he is that made them. For by the greatness of the beauty of the creatures, proportionably the maker of them is seen. So right, man, his hand is in it. I had to be like 3-4 years ago. I looked up and I seen a Y. The stars created a Y. I was like, man, that Y stand for Yahweh Shai. And probably like 3 years ago, I was coming from work. I was like, man, that Y stands for Yahweh Shai. Because, at certain times a year, the stars align in a way to where that the Lord put them there that way. And that particular day or that particular month or whatever, I know you're going to see it again because it's always the same. The stars created a giant Y, and some stars was bigger than the other stars. But like, man, that stands for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. They put that there. You see what I'm saying? And that's the mindset that we be in. But 2/3 of our people, 2/3 of our people seeing that, they would have started worshiping it as something else, a damn idol or something, just corrupting the whole damn Y. You see what I'm saying? And they carnal minds. It says, verse 5 again, for by the greatness and beauty of the creatures, proportionably the maker of them is seen. But yet for this they are the less to be blamed, for they peradventure err seeking Yahweh and the serious to find him. So our people, they err, because the Lord have blinded their minds, so they can't get close to him. But through adversity, through affliction, through signs, the Lord had basically let us be able to get close to him, to give us his secrets via Yahushua, through Yahushua giving us his secret, giving his secret. He said he would do nothing but revealing his secret into his servants. And by us, loving and cherishing the Lord, he revealed his secrets into us. So by us being serious, we find them. We find them every time because he revealed it to us. But our people, they can't get close because the Lord don't want them close. You see what I'm saying? Because in order to get close to the Lord, you got to purge certain things out. It says, verse 6, but yet for this they are less to be blamed, for they peradventure err seeking Yahweh and the serious to find him. For being conversant in his works, they search him diligently and believe their sight, because the things are beautiful that are seen. So, we look up into the sky and we see the beauty of the Lord. We see exactly where he put his paintbrush, speaking as a man. We see exactly where he, his artwork basically, how he laid the foundation, how he set Orion in his place, how he set the planets in their place, how the Lord did all these things. You see what I'm saying? How he set each star in their place. And all he got to do is turn the lights off, and it's just going to be a whole mirage of all hell breaking loose in the streets, ain't no light, and me on the damn roof enjoying the, laying down enjoying the works of the Lord, But Yahweh wrote this up, and it says, verse 8, howbeit neither are they to be pardoned. So they're not going to be pardoned. So the Lord don't let them close to him because of their unbelief and they love for this world, but they still not going to be pardoned for these things. You see what I'm saying? For their unbelief and their incredulity, they're not going to be pardoned. Ultimately, they're going to receive their judgment for calling on the universe and praying and talking about aligning chakras and praying to idols and running down to Egypt for help and not being able to find out the works of the Lord. So they go take Chip, the Mot B. You see what I'm saying? They're going to run and take the Mot B because they want to expand their mind and be gods, basically. You see what I'm saying? So they're not going to be pardoned for these things, man. How he hopped out that car that was a total flip 7 times, 7 meaning completion. And the first thing he say is, I want to thank the universe. I'm unscathed, man. It's just the God in me. You see what I'm saying? So come on, man. Let's see. The next precept is in the book of Psalms. Psalm chapter 106. In verse 1, it says, praise ye the Lord, or give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. Who can utter the mighty acts of the Lord? Who can show forth all his praise? Blessed are they that keep judgment, and he that doeth righteousness at all times. And that's the elect, that does righteousness, that have a righteous mind towards the Lord, because the Lord gave them that mind. That cherish the Lord in spirit and truth. You see what I'm saying? It says, remember me, O Lord, with the favor that thou bearest unto thy people. O visit me with thy salvation. And we're going to see that when the Lord start to reveal himself into all eyes. Behold, he come with clouds, and every eye shall see him via these chariots. When all hell breaking loose, missiles flying, and the deliverance. The deliverance of the elect. It says, visit me with thy salvation, verse 5, that I may see the good of thy chosen, that I may rejoice in the gladness of thy nation, that I may glory with thine inheritance. We have sinned with our fathers, We have committed iniquity. We have done wickedly. Our fathers understood not thy wonders in Egypt. They remembered not the multitude of thy mercies, but provoked him at the sea, even at the Red Sea. So right when it's all said and done with, man, even in this present Egypt, going back to Egypt, when our people was coming out of Egypt, and they see the Lord's works. Some people will say, well, they idol did it. They still secretly praying to their idols in tents. Some people see the work and then forget the work. Not believe wholeheartedly. So ultimately, they couldn't enter into the Lord's rest. You see what I'm saying? It said they provoked him at the Red Sea. But they understood what it says. Our fathers understood not the wonders in Egypt. They didn't understand. You see what I'm saying? Every time something happens, first thing they do is complain. I can't say nothing because I be complaining too. You see what I'm saying? The Lord come through for me on some crazy, some crazy. You know what I'm saying? The Lord came through for me quickly, and I still be complaining about something so small. I'm like, man, is the Lord gonna come through for me? Is the Lord gonna come through for me? Over and over again. That's all I be thinking, all I be saying. And then the Lord make my children come at me that same way. They come at me that same way. And I can't say nothing about it because I know for a fact the Lord made it because I'm aggravated the Lord, so now he made my children aggravate me. You see what I'm saying? But that's how our fathers are, because ultimately we just some low-level niggas that only trust our eyes, man. And that's the problem, only trusting our eyes instead of trusting Yahweh Shem Yahshua. But I saw a brother do a video yesterday. He was basically like, it's going to be that time to where you ain't got no choice but to believe. You see what I'm saying? It's going to jump off the page. Ain't going to be no distractions. How we get on this social media, you can still watch your favorite show. You're going to need a chip or Mach B to watch your show in them days. You can scroll on these social platforms. If you ain't got no Mach B, you ain't going to be able to scroll. So what's going to be on TV? These scriptures and that imagination. You see what I'm saying? That day. That's all we're going to have. Our families, that imagination and these scriptures. Reading it over and over again. So these scriptures going to become your favorite show. So then that's when you're going to start to see, the Spirit of the Lord flourish. You're gonna see miracles happen. You're gonna see all the things that our forefathers were seeing. We're gonna see that 100 times over. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna watch the Lord, destroy the power structure here, piece by piece, bit by bit. Each brother seeing it from a different perspective. We got brothers in the West seeing what's happening on the West. Brothers on the East seeing what's on the East, the North and the South. You see what I'm saying? Brothers across the water are going to see what's going to happen over here. You see what I'm saying? So, verse 7 again, our fathers understood not thy wonders in Egypt. They remembered not the multitude of thy mercies, but provoked him at the sea, even at the Red Sea. And nevertheless, he saved them for his name's sake, that he might make his mighty power to be known. So, right, even he still saved them, for his name's sake. Just like old boy flipped 7 times in that track hawk. The Lord saved him for his name's sake. It flipped 7 times. But he the type of person that ain't gonna get it until he ain't got no money in his pocket, ain't no money in his bank. Then that's when they gonna try to, be humble again when they poor. But when they mighty and they got power on their side, they start to feel like they somebody. You know what I'm saying? Where they feel like they gotta, they can forget the Lord, as if the Lord ain't gonna touch them again. And then with the same mouth crying and praying and acting as if the Lord ain't do nothing for them the first time. But verse 9, he rebuked the Red Sea also, and it was dried up. So he led them through the depths and through the wilderness, and he saved them. My throat got dry. It says, and he saved them from the hand of him that hated them, and redeemed them from the hand of the enemies. All right, when Pharaoh was, trying to run after our people, and bring them back into captivity in Egypt. Verse 11, and the waters covered their enemies, there was not one of them left. Then believed they his words, they sang his praise. But what happened after that? Verse 13, they soon forgot his works, they waited not for his counsel, but lusted exceedingly in the wilderness and tempted Yahweh in the desert. So right, it's just like a nigga would. Went to building a molten image, that calf. You see what I'm saying? It says, but lusted exceedingly in the wilderness and tempted Yahweh in the desert, and he gave them their requests, but sent leanness into their soul. Right, Sauce Walker. He gave you a request, he made you rich and powerful on their side, told you that you were going to be rich and powerful on this side, but sent leanness into your soul. So now you call on the universe. You see what I'm saying? I call on the universe, thinking the universe, because your car flipped 7 times, and you didn't get scathed, basically. But the whole time, the one who saved you was Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, But now, who's to say that he gonna save you next time? He might take you through it even more next time and make you lose 2 legs, you know what I'm saying, and a couple of fingers. Then you're gonna be scathed and you ain't gonna have nothing to say after that. Or whatever the case may be. Or even worse, he could just go ahead and take you out. So come on, man. I just saw a video earlier when a man was sitting at a bus stop and somebody hit him point blank range with a shotgun in the face. And he woke up months later in the hospital and they took the skin off his. He only got one eye, his left eye. And that's a judgment. They had to screw his skull back together and, can't breathe out his nose, or he can't breathe or smell out his nose at all. You know what I'm saying? And that's a judgment, or whatever the case may be. But it's just like, damn, the Lord really he really be coming through for us out here. We'll go through some small stuff. The next man fall right out the fucking deep end. Fall right out the deep end, however he land, however he, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is for him. You see what I'm saying? But us, the Lord is just merciful. He'll save us time and time again and come through for us time and time again. Another nigga fell out the deep end, neck first, spine crooked, all type of shit. Can't walk, can't move a lot of, can't do nothing, just a vegetable and survival. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord, he'll save us and have us land right on our feet. You see what I'm saying? He have you land right on your feet, and then the first thing a nigga do is forget his works and act as if, the universe saved him, basically. My point. Because this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, in verse 18, and it says, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Better is it to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. So right, man, pride go up before destruction. How about the car saying, thank you to the universe, thank you this, thank you that, but not giving thanks to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, and saying it's just the God in me. You know what I'm saying? Saying that you the God, or whatever the case may be. That's pride, man. And pride go up before destruction. That just shows that the Lord have basically set that leanness into his soul, along with 2/3 of our people who just can't get it. This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 6. It says, humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time, right? Because if anything happened to us, the first thing we said, man, call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I had an incident where just a few weeks ago, I prayed, like 4 camps ago, my car broke down and I paid to get my car fixed, and my car broke down the day after I got it fixed, so as the car broke down, this is like a week after the Lord had unalived that brother that was in the camp that was, that had strict instructions to go home. But he didn't go home. He went and got drunk and did all that. Then basically the Lord tore him in pieces with cars. This was a week after that camp. And basically My car broke down right by the bridge. And as a matter of fact, I was trying to go up the bridge, but my car would not go up the bridge. And then I'm wasting so much gas trying to get up the bridge, I just started to back up. I'm backing up, going backwards off the bridge because I know for a fact it's not going over. And all the cars just going right around me, and I'm the only one going off the bridge backing up. I'm just like, man, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord, thank you. All right. I'm gonna go the other way. I tried to go the other way. It was just taking too long, wasting too much gas. I'm almost finna run out of gas. The car broke down right there. I just parked the car, looked in the back seat. I had my longboard. You know, I be longboarding and stuff like that. So I had the longboard in the back seat. So now I'm by the other bridge, and half of the bridge is closed. Only part. It's only one part of the bridge that's open. The other part, they were doing construction on it. So I was like, man, I'm gonna walk up the bridge, and I'm just gonna, cause my house right on the other side of the bridge. So I said, I'm just gonna walk over the bridge. You know, I grabbed my longboard or whatever case may be. So she said, man, you can't walk this way, cause I don't know if they doing construction on this side. You gotta walk up the way with ongoing traffic. So I said, all right, cool, man. So now I'm thinking of, man, Lord, what I do, man? I know you ain't finna take me out, Lord. Like, cause it was a story on how he just did the other brother from trying to cross the highway. I'm like, man, I know you ain't finna take me out, man. I get to walking up that bridge. That shit was higher than a motherfucker, man. That shit was high. That shit was so high, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I looked over one time. I said, I can't look over this shit no more again. You know, so I'm walking over the bridge. I got my longboard in my hand, and whatever case may be, and cause I had to leave the car right there. And long story short, I'm walking over, and you know them niggas flying that shit. Shoo, 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 shoo. I'm like, damn, Lord. I'm like, I know you ain't finna do me like this, Lord. I know you ain't finna make me fall over, Lord. Like, what I do, Lord? I've been doing everything. I've been keeping my covenants, all my covenants I made with you, Lord. I've been doing it all. I know you ain't finna knock me off like this, Lord. Please remember mercy. That's what I'm saying. Just remember mercy, Lord. Please, Lord. Just, you know what I'm saying? Please don't do me like this. You know, so long story short, I'm walking over. I see a big ass bus come. That bitch, shoosh. I say, damn, remind you, bro. The little rail, that rail right by your thigh. I'm 6'3". So that rail, man, that rail right by your thigh. This shit, the bridge slippery. This wind and shit. Oh, man, I hope I don't fall in this water, man. So long story short, I just keep walking. I'm just saying, you know, I'm walking. The other side closed. So I'm on the side with the oncoming traffic. And so like, yeah, hold on. So long story short, as I'm walking across the bridge, I get almost like I say like 60% of the way, 75% of the way. And I hurry up and run to the other side. I said, man, it's a long ass bridge. I'm finna longboard down this motherfucker because the other side was closed. And long story short, the Lord allowed me to be able to longboard down half of the bridge. You know, not half of the bridge, I ain't gonna lie like that, but a good amount, a portion of the bridge. And it was just me. I'm the only person on that side of the highway. You know, he let me longboard down the bridge, and I was happy. I was like, man, I'm free, man. Can't nobody tell me I ain't free. The Lord just let me longboard down the bridge. Ain't no police on the other side of his end. The Lord let me longboard down the bridge. You know what I'm saying? Which is something I always wanted to do, to, you know, longboard down the bridge, or whatever the case may be. But the reason why I brought that out is because I know for a fact that was the Lord. Because just like he tore the brother in pieces that was trying to cross the bridge, he let me walk across the bridge and run to the other side to be able to longboard down the rest. You see what I'm saying? And I end up, even though I just paid a good sum of money to get my car fixed and it broke down the next day, I wasn't too much worried about that. You know, I was happy about the fact that I made it home safely, or whatever case may be, man. And then I was able to tow my car back home that day. Well, I didn't do it, but my car got towed back to the crib that same day. like an hour after that. You see what I'm saying? But long story short, if we go through anything, the first thing we're going to do is give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, because we know for a fact that he the one who make things happen. He the one who take us through things and get us, on the other side unscathed. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to give our glory to him, while 2/3 of our people thank the universe, thank themselves and say that they gods. But it's going to be a time to where you're going to barely going to be faith on the earth. Only people that's going to have faith is the elect, because so much stuff going to be happening back to back to back. From the famine, no food out here, to the race wars, to the class wars, to where people going to lose hope out here. And we're going to be the only ones on hope, because knowing that we have Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. You see what I'm saying? And then the ones who was always gaining and gaining and getting and gaining, them going to be the same ones that's losing out here, don't have nothing, looking for some forms of hope. Got all that money in their account, but can't find a pack of beans, because all the nations that sell the beans, we at war with them, so they ain't sending us nothing. It's going to be a real famine out here. And the only people that's going to eat is the Lord's elect. You see what I'm saying? But 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 6 again, it says, humble yourself therefore under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. It's all right. It's all right. The Lord cares for us. We cast all our care upon him, and he's going to be the one to exalt us in due time. Right now we seem lowly. We on the street corners preaching every Saturday. That people look at us like we ain't got nothing going. But whole time, this the only stock to put your, you know what I'm saying? This the only stock to put your trust in. And that stock, Yahweh, through the name of his son, Yahweh Shah. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to be the ones winning out here in the end. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be the last precept. 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 3. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. And that's, incredulity, the unbelief from the Christians, not believing the words that's coming out of our mouth, saying that we the true Israelites of the Bible, we the true chosen people. We actually teach the Bible. They don't teach the Bible. They teach prosperity doctrine. You're going to have this, and you're going to have that, you're going to have this. When it comes to Revelations, the things that's going to be revealed in the latter days, well, in these days that's being revealed now, they have no understanding. It says, verse 3 again, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. All right. And, right now, it's easy. They can hear that prosperity. You're going to have this, and you're going to have that. You're going to have this. All you got to do is give, and all you got to do is, you know what I'm saying? So they don't really have faith on the Lord. Because they don't understand the prophecies, because they not, they don't have a teacher to teach them the things that's going to come upon this earth. The mark of the beast. There ain't nobody teaching about the mark of the beast in church. You see, if they're not teaching you, telling you what it is, telling you what they're just telling you what you're going to have and what you're going to get. Because that's all they care for when it comes to the Lord, on what you're going to gain, what you can get on this side. And I'm going to skip all the way down. Verse 22, it says, My right hand shall not spare sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. The fire is gone forth from his wrath, and have consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. So right, the sinners are the only people that can sin are the Israelites, because they were the only people that was given the law, statutes, and commandments. But since these other nations took on the Bible and try to exalt themselves as a Bible nation, they're going to be judged, by the law, and they ain't going to have no covering. The Lord is only going to cover his people in these times. And that's in the scriptures, but these pastors not teaching these people. So ultimately, they're going to be kindled like straw when that fire come. But the elect going to go in that same fire and come out as fine gold. The Lord said his sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. The fire is going forth from his wrath and have consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, said the Lord. Right, Sauce Walker, all these rappers that constantly add sin upon sin, iniquity on iniquity, and thank the universe and thank God for letting them be able to do wickedly. The first thing they do is after making a whole album about killing a nigga, you know what I'm saying? And saying, I just want to thank God. You see what I'm saying? And that's just what it be, man. Like, these people have no wisdom, knowledge, or understanding, But when it's all said and done with, man, the elect gonna praise his holy name, and the elect gonna make it out, because they gonna believe on him when it's all said and done with, and they gonna trust in him, man. So let them worship their idols, worship the universe, try to align their chakras and shit. Let them do all that, but we're gonna continue to trust and call on the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, truth and sincerity. I pray the Lord was edifying. Shalom, on to the next.